Coming up on Mountain News this morning, if walking's your preferred method of travel this summer, we have some safety tips for you. And a group of out-of-state graduates take an educational tour right here in Perry County.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News this morning.
Hi, it's Tuesday, June 21st. We welcome you in. We welcome in summer 2022 today. And Cameron Aaron is here for Brandon Robinson. And Cameron, this morning we're heading toward 90s on the first day of summer. I guess perhaps only fitting we have that combo today.
Yeah, exactly. This morning, enjoy it while you can, because when you walk outside right now, it's cool, it's crisp, it feels more like fall, but it's going to feel like summer as we get later on into today. Here is a live look over in Whitesburg. Current temperature at 52. A little bit of low clouds and fog this morning in some areas. And check this out. Most of us in those 50s as we wake up and head out the door. But Glenwood sitting at 48 this morning, 58 in Pikeville, and 60 over in Prestonsburg. Nothing happening on Pinpoint Doppler. All of us are quiet, and like Jim mentioned, we are going to warm up quickly as we get into the afternoon. A perfect day to get some ice cream as we get later on into today. High temperatures reaching those lower 90s under plenty of sunshine and blue sky, but we are tracking another chance of showers and storms as we get into Wednesday. I have that full forecast coming up in just a little bit. Jim.
All right, Cameron, making me want ice cream this morning. During the summer months, most of us are outside, and especially in downtown areas. It's not uncommon to see people walking to their desired destinations, but with more of them walking near roads, the risk of pedestrian-related incidents also increases. WYMT's Alyssa Williams has more on how you can stay safe.
In the U.S., a pedestrian is killed every 84 minutes in a roadway-related incident, as stated by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
You need to be aware of your surroundings at all times.
With the weather heating up and kids out of school, more people could be out near roadways. And health and safety experts are reminding everyone of the necessary precautions to stay safe when out walking, running, or biking.
Even if the pedestrian has the right-of-way, I was taught a long time ago, he who's biggest has the right-of-way. A pedestrian versus car collision is not going to end well for the pedestrian.
Scott Lockard with the Kentucky River District Health Department says to be mindful of where you choose to walk.
These country roads that are narrow, especially around curves, may not be the best place to do so. So is there a safer place to get in that quality exercise?
And James East with the Hazard Police Department says if you're out at night, you can help avoid a roadway-related incident just by what you wear.
Get some kind of an armband or some kind of a jacket that's got highly reflective material on it so that drivers can see you.
Helping to equip pedestrians with a few tips to avoid harm this season and beyond. In Hazard, Alyssa Williams, WYMT Mountain News.
Thanks, Alyssa. Deputy Chief James East with the Hazard Police Department says it is important for parents to discuss pedestrian safety with their children, whether they're walking near roadways or even playing in their front yard. One rescue squad in our region is getting a big boost. Yesterday, Morgan County Judge Executive John Will Stacy presented a more than $49,000 check to the county's rescue squad. Several members of the team were on hand for the check presentation. The money will be used for equipment and support of the work the rescue squad provides to the region. Juneteenth is not yet an official state holiday in Kentucky, but the Beshear administration celebrated the holiday yesterday. Last year, Juneteenth became a federal holiday following the push for change after the police-involved deaths of George Floyd and Breonna Taylor. At the Kentucky Center for African American Heritage in Louisville, Mayor Fisher apologized for stains of systematic racism on Sunday.
Acknowledging that stain is absolutely necessary to move forward. I cannot erase all the injustices from the first slave ships to today. But what I can do is offer a sincere apology.
In 2020, Louisville's mayor signed an executive order recognizing the holiday for Metro government workers. The city of Hazard hosted a group of graduate students on one of their stops through a tour of Appalachia on Monday. A graduate program at Future Generations University in Franklin, West Virginia is taking students on a tour of Appalachia, focusing on how towns have rebuilt themselves following the decline of the coal industry. Students say Hazard is a good example of this.
I've really realized that I knew very little about the rest of Appalachia, and so it's been really inspiring to see how people are being really creative and innovative to bring life back into their small communities.
The group consists of members from around the globe who say they've been inspired by the promise that the mountains hold. Richie's Art and Gift Shop in Pikeville is celebrating 60 years of service, and its owner is celebrating an even bigger milestone. Nancy Ritchie opened the store with her husband in 1962, and this week she turned 95 years old. She says the community has supported her family through the shop for years, and she's now looking back at the decades of work and faith that brought her from Hazard to Pikeville all those years ago.
My husband, who was working at Home and Office Supply, and they sold the business to him, and so we moved to Pikeville and been here since.
Ritchie said it was great to celebrate her 95th birthday with the community that has supported her along the way. Eastern Kentucky has a long history of successful country musicians. Noah Thompson winning American Idol is just one of the most recent. And before hitting the big stage, Noah and others played the stage at one of the region's newer venues, Alley on Main in Paintsville. John Pelfrey owns Alley on Main and manages the careers for a few of the region's brightest young stars.
Yeah, I'm proud of these guys and what they've accomplished. And it means a lot that I can help them spread their career or get them into different markets, and so people can hear the story of Appalachia and our style of music.
Pelfrey manages Luke Trimble from Eastern Kentucky and fellow Appalachian Scott Smith. Both will be performing in New York City next week. Monday was a big day in West Virginia. It marked 159 years since the Mountain State broke off from Virginia to become our nation's 35th state. In honor of the holiday, the Department of Tourism put handcrafted swings in 9 locations across the state, including Babcock State Park. The swings were made by students at Nicholas County Career and Technical Center.
We know how blessed we are. We know what a beautiful state we have, but we work a lot in the office, behind our computers promoting Southern West Virginia. It's really nice to get out today, pass out some birthday cake or cupcakes, and share the party hats, and just get out and really talk to people.
The swings were installed by the Mountain Challenge Academy. Yesterday, several other West Virginians in Tamarack were taken back to their roots with Appalachian music and clog dancing. One performer says he loves paying homage to his state and his people.
We have such a rich musical culture and arts, and Tamarack showcases all that. I always want to come and play for the people of Tamarack. And it's just a great way to celebrate West Virginia Day.
Aside from yesterday's events, Tamarack's marketplace is always highlighting local artists. And on the subject of celebration, the 4th of July is just a couple of weeks away, and it's important to know the rules and regulations regarding fireworks in your area. In Kentucky, the state law says you cannot ignite fireworks within 200 feet of homes, vehicles, structures, or other people. You are allowed to buy and use ground and handheld sparkling devices like sparkles and fountains. In order to buy fireworks, you must be 18 years old or older. And anyone who violates local laws will be cited with a misdemeanor. Many groups are also asking people to be courteous towards their neighbors and the people and the pets in the surrounding areas who may be startled by loud noises.
Well, we are cool and calm this morning, but that summer heat is not far away. Let's take a live look over at the London Corbin Airport. Nothing but clear skies and blue skies back in the distance. Current temperature sitting at 55 degrees over at the airport. 51 for Manchester and Harlan, 50 in Williamsburg, 52 for Middlesboro, and 48 the cool spot over in Clintwood. Nothing happening on pinpoint Doppler this morning. And like I mentioned, that summer heat is going to return this afternoon. High temperatures reaching those lower 90s. We stay dry under a partly cloudy sky, but we are tracking another round of showers and storms by Wednesday. That full forecast is coming up in just a little bit. Jim.
Thanks, Cameron, and thank you for joining us for Mountain News this morning. Our time is 6:42. And still to come on Mountain News this morning, we have some tips for you to follow before you prepare for your pool for summertime fun in the water.